Let's go, let's go, let's go. Welcome to another edition of Chalk Talk with me, your host, JB. I have a new coach to the Chalk Talk levels here. I got Coach Doc from Wheeling Park High School. Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Glad to be with you.
Hey, if you're on here this time of year, that only means one thing. You were in the WVSS AC football playoffs, coach. You're sitting at an 11th seat. And as I look over this year and I look at your schedule and I check you guys out, you're not an 11th seed.
We feel that way too. It's nice to hear somebody else say that,
Yeah.
Um, Sometimes we play out of state so much, and I know in the Eastern Panhandle they do the same thing. And
Yes.
it's kind of hard to judge everything, and points aren't always the same compared to the levels. I know Steubenville's a great program. We play them every year. So we feel like sometimes we don't get our due, maybe just in the rating system. That just is what it is. But at the end of the day, you got to go win and beat people anyway if you want to play for a state championship.
You mentioned Steubenville, and you lost with 11-1 Steubenville out of Ohio. It's not like they were 5-5, 6-4. They were 11-1, and you guys, you lost them, and I think you lost to University earlier in the year. But you guys have been rolling ever since. So talk to me a little bit about how you guys have kept this ball rolling after those two losses earlier on in the year.
Well, we didn't feel like we played very well against University, and no shame on them. Believe me, that's a great program. John Kelly does a great job. We've had great football games in the last 13, 14 years, but we did not put our best foot forward that day. And from coaches, from players, all of us, we kind of felt that way. And so we were kind of staring down after that loss, kind of a run where we had to go Steubenville to Morgantown to St. Clairsville, Ohio, all in a stretch on the way. And, but really that loss kind of brought something out in us. We got refocused. I thought our kids did a great job of banding together and just trying to fix what went wrong. We had a chance to go up 17 on Steubenville. Had we done that, that might have been a little bit different game. But, you got to play them for 4 quarters. You're not just going to steal the first half. And we felt like we played well, but we lost again. And then we kind of just ripped off some wins. And we've been playing pretty good football since.
Yeah, well, like I said, you guys are 11 seeds sitting at 7-2, and you did rip off a couple of wins. Coach, going into this game against Jefferson High School, they have a lot of speed. What is something that you guys think you're going to have to do defensively to get back on the bus to take that long route back to Wheeling with the win leaving Cougar Stadium?
And I think in every game you got to win the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. We're going to have to do that, and we've got some speed of our own. I don't know if we've got as much as Jefferson this year, but we got to rally to the ball. We got to get a lot of people there. We can't just have one or two guys running to the ball. We got to get 5, 6 guys, pursuing the ball. And we've been doing that. You never know though, but speed can change things. You think you got an angle, you think you got things boxed in, and then all of a sudden, boom, a guy's gone. And when you watch Jefferson, they got more than one player that can do that.
Yeah. Offensively, what is something that you guys have worked on this week that you feel that needs to be taken care of for you to get out of the Cougar Stadium with a win?
I think we got to run the ball. We got to be able to run the ball. A lot of people, when they think Wheeling Park, they think pass. We throw the ball probably more than the average team in West Virginia, but we got to be able to run the football. And not that we won't throw, we will. But, I think this isn't a team where you're going to come in and throw 40, 50 times. I think we're going to have to establish a run game, and hopefully we can do that.
You guys got a long ride coming from Wheeling to Jefferson. What was your determining factor in playing Friday night versus a Saturday 1:00 game?
I just I like keeping that Friday game. I think it's important to stay in a routine and a structure that you're used to. I've never had too much success on Saturdays at 1:00, so that's college football. Friday at 7:30 is high school football.
Yeah.
And so we just wanted to stay in it. We're kind of lucky we don't have school, so we're able to Yeah, with Veterans Day, so we've got the day off, and we're going to come out and do the best we can on a Friday.
Yeah, coach. Let's just talk about some of your impact players on the offensive side of the ball. Who are two key players that could be a big impact in Friday night's game?
I think Michael Davis is a guy that's kind of emerged to be an impact player. Obviously, our quarterback, he's the guy that's going to run this thing, make sure that everybody gets the ball. Aiden Davis has done a phenomenal job this year. It's his first year as a starter. We kind of knew he was a talented kid. He was going to have to wait for a graduation, and he did, but he's kind of taken off. I don't think a lot of people in their state knew about him. I think they're finding out about him. He's a pretty special player, and so I think those two will have to play well. I think our tailback Amari Johnson and Keon Stevenson, both of those guys are going to have to factor in too and make some plays 40 days out.
Well, you definitely made a key point that you got to win up front. We know, and anybody knows football knows that the key to win a game is winning up front, offense and defense. But let's just talk about just one person on your defensive side of the ball who could make a big impact to you guys get out of Cougar Stadium with another W.
I think Derek Grogan, our nose guard, he's 6'3", 6'4", 315 pounds.
He's a man.
Yeah, he is a man, and he's got to play like a man tomorrow, and that's what he's got to do. And he's done that for us most of the year. But tomorrow night's going to be a big opportunity for him to kind of set the tone in the middle of the field.
Well, Coach, the last question I have for you is just if you could just sum your season up in one word, what would be the word for your regular season display that you guys put on the field this year?
I think we've got one word: cohesiveness.
Cohesiveness.
Yeah, I think the guys are really together. They're not really worried about who's getting the credit or if they're going to get the credit. They know that credit will come when it's due. It might be someone's today. It'll be mine tomorrow. And I just think they're together right now. We've got a good football team. I'm not saying the most talented football team, but I'm saying we got a bunch of guys that care about each other right now.
Yeah. Well, Coach, we hope you guys have safe travels down to the Eastern Panhandle and have a healthy game. You leave with everybody attacked and one on your team. You can catch this game tomorrow night on Home Team Sports YouTube channel, 7:30 p.m. West Virginia high school football is back. Coach, wish you the best of luck. Good luck, and we hope that you guys can just have a good game.
I appreciate it. Appreciate what you do. I know a lot of people in Wheeling will be watching tomorrow.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.